now broadcasting in high definition. Black Knight News with anchors Lisa White and Mattie Bradley.
Welcome to this edition of Black Knight News. I am Mattie Bradley.
And I am Lisa White. Throughout this week, FHS juniors took the ASVAB test. Black Knight News reporter Madison Brown got more information about the test from the FHS counseling staff this week.
ASVAB testing was going on for all juniors this week. We caught up with junior counselor Lindsay Kearns to find out what the test measures.
Okay, the ASVAB measures, it has 8 different sections, including science, math, word comprehension, and then it also includes a section on automobile mechanics and electronics.
We also asked her what the test is used for.
Okay, the ASVAB is used for military entrance, and that's what most people think it's for. But we also use it for career interest here because it tells you different areas that you may have career interest in, and so we use that to group our students into different career paths.
Test results should be in within a few months. Reporting from Black Knight News, Madison Brown.
On Saturday, September 21st, Farmington High School's junior ROTC participated in a POW MIA ceremony with the local VFW post 5896. The cadets were Jacqueline Beckett, Emily Damba, Andrew Faulkner, Christian Lippert, and Colton Smith. When we come back from the break, we will take a look at several staff additions made at Mineral Area College.
And a local drive-in will survive after winning a competition.
Here's to the things that can keep us safe. Those we use all the time with hardly a thought. Those that are silently standing by to save our lives. And now, those that we carry with us everywhere we go. Many mobile devices will now bring you wireless emergency alerts, real-time information directly from local sources you know and trust. With the unique sound and vibration, you'll be in the know, wherever you are.
Every day across America, excess food is gathered by a network of good people at local food banks, giving hope to millions of children who struggle with hunger. They've earned their wings, and you can too. Together, we can solve child hunger. Support Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org.
Local author Dan Burrell recently released his 4th book. The 4th book adds to his fictional series called 3 for Hire. This latest edition took Burrell about a year to write.
Mineral Area College hired several new members to its staff last week. New staff members include Tim Brady as a database analyst, Debbie Kreitz as an administrative assistant, Julia Dill as a graphic designer, Jessica Shekels as an instructor and reading coordinator, and Kevin Thurman as an assistant to the president, Dr. Steve Kurtz.
A little-known treat amongst younger generations of the Farmington area is the Starlight Drive-In in Cadet, Missouri. The drive-in is one of the few remaining in Missouri, and it has been in operation since 1952. On Monday, Starlight received word that they are one of the winners of Honda's Project Drive-In that gives a free digital projector. There were 9 winners in all across the U.S., and the contest received more than 2.6 million votes.
The temperature has dipped a bit over the past couple of weeks. Let's go to the Black Knight News Weather Center to see if the Starlight Drive-In will have good weather over the next week.
Lisa, looks like the weather will be pretty good over the next couple of weeks as we will have unusually stable temperatures for Missouri. Dry conditions will also continue into all of next week. First, we're going to take a look at the national highs over the next couple of days. Temperatures a little bit higher than expected for this time of year, as we will see temperatures at 69 and 76 in Minneapolis, 72 and 70 in New York, 81 and 76 in Los Angeles, and 89 and 84 down in Dallas. And taking a look in the state of Missouri on Saturday, you can see that the front is kind of split there on the state, as we've got 85 to the east in St. Louis and 71 to the west in Kansas City. By Sunday, that front will go ahead and move the rest of the way through, and temperatures will overall be pretty balanced in the state of Missouri. 76 to the north, and to the south, it'll actually be a little bit cooler. 74 in Springfield, 75 in Cape Girardeau. Looking to the work week next week, it'll be pretty balanced all across. As I said earlier, it's going to be fairly consistent temperatures across the week, floating somewhere in between 76 and 78, with the lows being around 57 and 58 each night. And the chance of precipitation will stay balanced as well, 0% on Monday and Tuesday and 10% for the rest of the week. Reporting from the Black Knight News Weather Center, I'm Aaron Murray. Back to you, Lisa.
The spotlight has just started to dim from Farmington after the innovative Forest Girls left America's Got Talent just a couple weeks ago. However, last week we found out that a Farmington man will be one of 15 contestants in this season's Biggest Loser. Jay Sheets is a local food service manager that has struggled with weight his entire life, the worst of which came in the past 6 years.
As reported last week, the Votech Bridge in Deloge recently opened. On Wednesday, a ribbon-cutting ceremony was held to celebrate the opening of the bridge.
This weekend will be the JP's annual Cub-A-Rama and Pioneer Days in Marquand. The 12th Tractor Show kicks off early Thursday at J.C. Priest Parks in Fredericktown.
When we come back from the break, a story similar to Disney and Pixar's Up is cut short.
And the filibuster for Obamacare was lengthened by Dr. Seuss.
Michael Adams?
Here.
Michael Adams?
Here.
Michael Adams.
Michael Adams.
Students who miss 18 days of school in any grade risk falling behind and not graduating. Absences add up. Keep track at boostattendance.org today.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today.
Being a dad can be tough.
No. What do you mean she's not coming?
When's the fairy princess coming?
Any minute now.
But when you're willing to do anything...
It is I, Cruz Zinkerbell. Yeah! Okay, time for cake.
It's always worth it.
I know it's really you, Drew. I'm just pretending for the other kids.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today. Call 877-4DAD-411 or visit fatherhood.gov.
The major world news story this week occurred in Kenya as media from all over the world was constantly receiving updates. Al-Shabaab was the Somali Islamic extremist group that attacked a mall in Kenya and killed at least 67. The casualty number is expected to rise as uncounted bodies most likely remain in the rubble of the Nairobi Mall.
This week, Texas Senator Ted Cruz spoke for over 17 hours during a marathon filibuster. His speech included the reading of Green Eggs and Ham by Dr. Seuss in order to fill in time and delay the main issue that the filibuster was focused on, Obamacare.
Hillary Clinton plans to lead an effort through the Clinton Foundation. This will evaluate the progress in equal rights women have made across the world. At the same time, former President Bill Clinton visited The Late Show with David Letterman this week to talk about his initiative to deliver clean water to parts of the world that do not have clean water sources.
In Florida, a gentleman by the name of Joe Salter gave marathon running a twist. He completed the Quad Cities Marathon while jogging backward and juggling. At 32 years old, Salter has already claimed several racing records. In the race, he aimed to have the fastest time to run a mile backwards while juggling that was previously set at 7 minutes and 32 seconds.
On Tuesday, Iran's new president, Hassan Rouhani, made his debut on world stage. He spoke of how he believes that the largest danger in the Middle East is chemical weapons falling into the hands of Syrian terrorist groups.
The United States has joined more than 90 other nations in signing a treaty of which will regulate global arms trading. However, there seems to be a strong resistance in the Senate, of whom will likely ratify the treaty.
On Wednesday, BlackBerry stocks continued to dive despite the release of their new phone series over the past year. This trend could see BlackBerry nearing the end of its run that saw its peak at the release of the first smartphones that came out in 2008.
While blackberry dips in the market, Burger King should see a slight rise over the next few weeks with their introduction of new low-fat, low-calorie French fries. The French fries will be crinkle cut and should be available locally sometime over the next couple of weeks.
That's all for this edition of Black Knight News. I'm Lisa White.
And I am Maddie Bradley. Have a great week.